If you've never played Minecraft Indev before, which is the brief version between Minecraft Classic and Minecraft Infdev, aka when the world first became infinite, I highly recommend you check it out. Even for just 30 minutes or something. It really makes you appreciate what we have in the game today, but also is goofy and fun in its own right. Or maybe you started in Classic or Indev and want to relive some old nostalgia. Let this be your inspiration. Either way, maybe you find you enjoy the limitations of Indev more than you thought you would. Now, what if I told you could relive those old days of discovery in old Minecraft? That feeling of finding something new in the game for the first time. Introducing Minecraft ReIndev, which completely overhauls, improves, and reimagines Minecraft Indev, adding tons of new features, blocks, and items. It's basically what Minecraft could have become had Notch never strayed from the Indev style of the game. Now, ReIndev is actually a mod for beta 1.7.3, which is kind of counterintuitive, but the reasoning is quite simple. Beta 1.7.3 has the most optimized engine for modding out of all of the old pre-Hunger and Adventure Update Minecraft versions, due to it having a better chunk loader, better world saving, and being best equipped for multiplayer servers. So it's Indev, but loaded with the beta 1.7.3 engine. Vanilla Minecraft Indev is an extremely unstable, buggy experience, and modding it is kind of a nightmare, so it just makes sense to do it this way. Anyway, let's go through a few of the major features of the Minecraft ReIndev mod and what makes it so great. The mod honestly feels pretty subtle at first until you start exploring, which is the entire philosophy of the whole thing. Rediscovering Minecraft as if you were playing it for the first time. You'll start to notice little things as you play, like achievements, the new flowers, blueberry bushes, and many biomes. And then the possibilities of the mod start opening up as you play further. Now, there's so many changes and additions, and it's impossible to hit all of them, but I'm going to hit the most interesting and major ones for this video. Firstly, there is just an astronomical amount of new blocks. ReIndev adds a couple new types of wood outside the oak-only variant of the time. There's fir wood, which is a grayish wood that I personally love the look of. And it adds crimson wood, similar to Minecraft today, and that's in the Nether. We'll get to the Nether a little bit later though. Anyway, with the plank changes, there's also so many interior design updates. You can make chairs out of wood, glass and wood tables, colored bookshelves based on what wood you use to craft them. It's kind of funny how trivial these decoration blocks are. Like, why have we not gotten an interior design update in vanilla Minecraft? I'm sick of the pressure plate tables, man. The mod also adds what it calls fired bricks, which are made by smelting regular bricks that retextures them to replace the old, incredibly bright brick texture of Indev. It adds basalt to the game, which spawns deep in the overworld. Using basalt, you can craft a forge, which is like a hyperspeed furnace. One of my favorite parts is it even features functioning beacons. There is no wither, so instead of a wither star, they are crafted with a diamond block. Pretty sweet, honestly. Last thing I'll mention in this segment is that ReIndev adds all the dyes into the game. And the cool thing is that with those dyes, you can do a whole bunch of funky things, like dye wood planks, stain glass, dye crates, or make stucco, which looks a lot like vanilla Minecraft's concrete. And again, this is just a fraction of what's added, so in the mod's spirit of discovery, I'll leave some discovery to you, the viewer. Remember the old gear, which was Notch's planned version of redstone back in Indev? What if Minecraft never got rid of gears and ran with that system instead of switching to redstone? Well, ReIndev does just that. Gears are crafted with iron ingots, and all the blocks and items that normally use redstone in their recipes, like compasses and clocks, use the gear item instead. There are a few new blocks that replace redstone functionality, like the motor block, which is a constant toggleable power source, a NOT gate block, a relay block, and the wait block, which is basically the same as a redstone repeater. It also utilizes pistons, which work the same way as modern Minecraft's pistons. Oh, and using gears, you can make one of the coolest items ever, the wrench. The wrench can rotate blocks for you, like stairs for example. No need to break and replace, just whack it with a wrench. It can also reposition slabs. Anyway, for all you redstone lovers out there, it's definitely worth checking out the gear system. It's pretty fun. Hey, if you guys like and use GFUEL products, you can get 10% off store-wide using the link below or by using code PaladinRyan at checkout. Always appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the Nether. Obviously, the Nether didn't exist yet in the times of Minecraft Indev, but considering the mod is technically running on beta 1.7.3, it was easy to add in. It also features a ton of changes. Like I mentioned earlier, there are crimson trees, kind of like today's Minecraft, scattered throughout the Nether. You can also find regular ores in the Nether, and the mod rewards its difficulty by doubling the amount of ore spawns in the Nether generation compared to the normal overworld generation, meaning you can find diamonds twice as fast in the Nether. The mod really gives the Nether more life and gives you more of a reason to go there often, while still maintaining that old Minecraft feel. If you start flying or building straight up, you'll notice the world height is much higher than normal. If you start reaching y equals 500, you'll come across something incredible. These are floating islands that spawn only above y equals 500. There are massive clouds you can walk on made out of cloud blocks. Exploring further leads you to grassy plateaus filled with fields of flowers, the beautiful cherry tree, and crazy mountains. And in the footage, you probably noticed these dragon-type things flying around. These are wyverns, a hostile mob that dive bombs you and shoots fireballs. I wish I could say the floating islands are a nice paradise, but these things kind of ruin that for everyone. Anyway though, these are just another cool thing the mod gives you to work toward in your world, because collecting 500 blocks without enchantments takes quite a while, let alone having enough supplies once you actually reach the floating islands. I don't want to beat a dead horse too much, but there really is so much to this mod, it's actually insane. I've left a link to the ReIndev Discord server below where you can access the mod download and change logs to read through the features it has. There's also a wiki, although it's pretty bare bones and could use some help populating the pages. Anyway though, before we finish up here, I'd like to go through just a couple more changes, miscellaneous additions that I find to be notable. The mod adds foxes, which are similar to foxes in Minecraft today. It is nice to have tameable foxes back in this version though. One of my favorite tool additions in ReIndev is molten tools, which are crafted by using a bucket of lava and a regular iron tool. They have the same durability as iron, but they function as if a furnace was a pickaxe. So if you break iron, for example, it gives you ingots. Using a molten shovel on sand will give you glass. Using a molten axe on wood will give you coal. It's super cool and is just yet another way the mod gives you something to discover and work toward. This next one is random, but if you throw TNT in the crafting menu, you get 4 dynamite, which is basically a snowball that explodes. Literally unlimited fun. Last thing I'll mention is the brewing system. Instead of brewing stands, the mod adds cauldrons back into this version and handles brewing from there. This is how I personally feel vanilla Minecraft should have done potions, since cauldrons are pretty useless nowadays. It's super fun adding ingredients to the cauldron in ReIndev and seeing what effects you can make. A full list of the addable ingredients are available on the wiki, and you can discover all of the different combinations using that list and testing it out. Again, I didn't even hit close to everything in the mod, but I cannot recommend it enough if you're getting bored of vanilla Minecraft, or you want to go back to playing the older versions but with some big twists. If you've played ReIndev before, let me know in the comments below what your favorite feature is. Also, I've opened up the join button for channel membership with some pretty cool perks if you want to check it out. If you enjoyed this rendition of nostalgic mods for older Minecraft version, let me know by leaving a like on the video and subscribe for a potentially endless Minecraft experience. I love you all so very much, and I'll see you in the next one.